It's time for me to have another chat with Ger Boland. He's telling me about his wonderful project that he's been working on, Magdalene Survivors Together. It's not just him though. Stephen is also involved and many others. Speaking of which, a lot of musicians have gotten together, rallied together to create a single which they're going to be releasing this coming week. He told me all about it and we're going to have the single as well.
Artifacts on Kildare's KFM.
Ger, I know I've spoken to you recently, but I really had to get you back on the phone for you to tell us a little bit about what the Magdalene Survivors Together are doing, this charity single From a Distance. Tell us a little bit, first of all, how did this all come about? I know you told us before, but remind people.
How did this all come about?
Yeah.
Well, that's a long answer to that question. I'll try and keep it short. But I suppose Magdalene Survivors Together is a group that was formed last year, or probably a year and a half ago now at this stage, whereby we had a documentary and there was various Magdalene women involved, and we just decided that it would be nice to get the women together and form a group and kind of represent them and let them represent each other, or themselves even, through the group. And we just formed a kind of campaign to get justice for the women, and we met different politicians and government officials, and that was all, I suppose, a dead duck in the water, because there was nothing happening and there was nothing forthcoming in terms of getting justice for the women. So my partner in crime, I suppose, Stephen O'Riordan, who we've been working with for over 5.5 years now on this whole project, has been in touch with Sinead O'Connor over the years, trying to get her involved, because she was in the Magdalene laundry herself. So just one day, Stephen emailed Sinead, and from there then this idea formed of getting a charity single made for the Magdalene women.
Yeah, it's a great idea, and the single that you've produced is fantastic. The song is just perfect. I love the song From a Distance. Now, the amount of people that you have involved with it is incredible. You must have been on the phone night and day trying to get everybody involved in this.
It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. It's just, wow, it's just so much bigger than me. It's so much bigger than, Stephen. It's so much bigger than the song itself. It is absolutely incredible. Like, it is mind-blowing to think that even to get one of these artists on board to help Magdalene women is unbelievable. To get 10 of them, it's just out there, you know what I mean? It's nothing. It's not. You wouldn't expect this, really.
Do you want to go down through the list so people know who we're talking about?
I'll go down very slowly, because I was on the phone earlier talking to a woman, trying to get the signal played on the radio station next week and explain the whole situation. So I mentioned 2, and she's like, "Whoa, hold on there now, slow down."
Well, you can go down through them there. I'm not going to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Okay. Sinead O'Connor, Daniel O'Donnell, Maya Brennan, Tommy Fleming, Anne Scott, Brian Kennedy, the Glasgow Gospel Choir in Scotland, Charlie Lansborough, Patrick Sheehy, and Lumiere.
Unbelievable. I honestly don't know. Like, how did you do it? How did you do it? Is it just a case of people were so generous, especially when you mentioned what it was all about? I suppose they were like, "Yes, I'll give you my time on that, no problem." I
think it's dedication, and I think it's because of the Magdalene women, and the story is so justifiable in actually helping them, I suppose. But yeah, it's just determination, because Sinead would have put us in touch with the producer of the actual single, who was John Reynolds and Tim Oliver.
Yeah.
So from that point of view, I think things kind of snowballed, because if you mentioned one name, then someone else will, if they're involved, we can kind of help out. Okay. But in saying that now, it hasn't been all easy and hasn't been rosy, but yeah, I think people's generosity, and I think just the hard work that went into it, and the determination actually to make something happen.
Yeah, and
between various different people. There's been so many people that have been involved in getting us on board, and it's not just been Stephen or myself or the women. There's a list of people that has contributed so much to getting this done.
True, but you and Stephen have been working away at this campaign for a long time now, though. Like, really, we have to take our hats off to you as well as everybody else.
Well, it has been a long time, all right. And I suppose, in many ways, the Magdalene women, like, they've been kind of written out of history. And if this single can, when it is, here's me thinking, if it does come out, it is coming out this Tuesday. But I mean, if this single comes out and it hits number 1, and it raises the money that we hope it's going to raise, and by that then there's going to be a national monument built for the Magdalene women. And I think without going to politicians or government officials like we have done, and we do hope to pursue that path as well again, but this is our way, and I suppose the society's way or the public's way of saying, sorry, or, recognising what happened. And it's our way of saying, okay, this did happen. And I think it'll go some way in helping Magdalene women say, I suppose, come to terms with what happened, and especially, they won't actually feel as bad. Like, some of them would feel guilty themselves for what happened, whereas they've nothing to feel guilty about.
Yeah.
None of this was their fault. So I think this is the only way, personally, that we can actually, say something and help the women and, justify what happened, really. Well, not justify what happened, but basically hold their hands up and say, look, this did happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a form of recognition.
Now you have
for the Magdalene women,
You have the Facebook campaign, and that's obviously going to be continuing, but you're encouraging people to be online on the 31st of May as well, and they can download it as well on that day too.
That's it, yeah. Believe Digital, they're an online distribution company, and it's actually global distribution they've provided us with. So it's over 300 online music stores across the world. So people as far as Japan, China, America will be able to download it. But I suppose for Irish listeners, there'll be the main ones that they might know of are iTunes, Amazon, eMusic, Play, HMV. So there's just various different online music stores that you can download. And on Tuesday, the official music video will be launched as well. So we had the privilege to meet the majority of the artists to shoot the music video. So that was a great pleasure to meet some of the best known artists, and not only Ireland, even across the waters. Like, some of these guys are just well known everywhere,
They are internationally renowned, a lot of them are as well. I really do think it's a phenomenal thing that all of you have done. Every single person involved in it really should be applauded for putting their time and their effort in there to make it, well, to make people more aware of exactly what happened there, what's going on, and well done to you all. We have to encourage people obviously to pop along, go online on the 31st of May, or of course they can download it there, but the single will also be launched in Dublin as well on that day too.
That's it, yeah. It's going to be launched in Wynn's Hotel in Dublin, and on top of that there's a company called Zozzy TV, and they have two Edge TVs screens, kind of cinema screens, and they're placed over St. Stephen's Green Shopping Centre, and it's on Henry Street as well. So they've kindly said yes to our approach, and they're going to play the charity single music video 3 to 4 times every hour on the Tuesday, and that's just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe that generosity in itself is unbelievable as well,
Well, I think it just shows you once again, all the fact that you've all put in so much work, and there's so many people involved in it. That extra publicity will go a long, long way as well. Well, listen, we will get back in contact, find out how things go, but remind people, I'm going to remind them right now, 31st of May is when this is all happening, so that's why I wanted to speak to you today. And Ger, well done, congratulations, and if people want to learn more, MagdaleneSurvivorsTogether.com, and thanks once again, Ger.
No problem, thanks. I just put in kind of one little phrase.
Yeah.
I suppose our struggle in terms of, Magdalene women, I suppose this is the defining moment, and it can't go on too long. So this is the chance, and this is the time now. So if there is anybody out there that just feels strongly about the whole situation, and there was Magdalene women on KFM last week as well, and there's people ringing in and texting in, and they were saying how sorry they felt for the Magdalene women that called in. This is the time now, so if there's anybody out there downloading the charity single or buying the charity single, it's available in all Tesco's from Tuesday onwards. If your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, or anybody that's interested that doesn't know how to use a computer, please find somebody that does know how to use a computer and go on the internet and download it as well if you're not near a Tesco shop, because at the end of the day, it's all going towards a good cause.
Exactly, well said. Well, we encourage people to do exactly just that, and thank you once again, Ger, for joining us on Artifacts.
No problem. Thanks, Lynn.